Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Now let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56.
third down, Mayfield. And some room to maneuver. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
3-19.
Now a carry, C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 3-19.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Open man is Uzana. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
319!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Check,
They'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And the Browns getting set to go. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
On play action, they'll throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff to Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Mixon on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been
only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. Look at.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Kirksey in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mayfield now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Now it's him carry for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
Mayfield now. Screenplay, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Andrew Billings with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Set. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Play action here on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And taken at the 46. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd in the final minute. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bullock. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up